This video is a step-by-step showing you how I composited a shot done in Maya and brought into After Effects, and the start of the color style that we was going for. We rendered that in master layer, which had all the color information from Maya plus an ambient occlusion layer and a shadow layer, which, if I show you, let me turn off all this. So this is basically like, that's the shadow layer, ambient occlusion layer, and then the color layer, and then combine them all together. So first I bring in the color layer, which is bring into my project, and then bring into my workspace, and then on top of that is my ambient occlusion, and I used a blend mode of overlay to give me this look, and I turned down the opacity to about halfway, because it was too much. It was too much white, too much brown, so I brought it down to about 58. Then on top of that was my shadow layer, and for that I tried using overlay, but I was getting this weird, really bright white-ish effect going on here, which is obviously the sun, the light source. So instead of that, I tried vivid light, and it actually gave me quite a nice blend between different colors, and it looks pretty decent. And I rendered separate the billboard, which is here. This is done exactly the same way. So the color, then we had the ambient occlusion, which I brought down on the opacity again. Oh no, I haven't actually. Opacity is the same on the ambient occlusion on there. But again, use the blend mode of overlay, bring in the shadows. Blend mode for that was multiply. Multiply, overlay. Just go through different presets, have a look, see what you like. That don't look too bad actually, so I'll keep that. And then rendered the grass separate as well, because Russell wanted to do like a blur effect where the backgrounds were blurred out and you just see the sign, and then when the camera starts moving and everything comes into focus and it needs to blur out. So I had to render out separate elements. So then the next thing was the grass, which is obviously animated. Turn off these layers. So animated grass with an animated camera. Again, ambient occlusion. Did I change the opacity on that? No, opacity is the same. Again, ambient occlusion there. Pass. Blend mode is overlay. And shadows then. Obviously, there you go. Shadows using a blend mode of overlay as well. And when it all gets comped together, basically it's quite a nice looking render. A few tweaks, with the levels and stuff, but just using the files from Maya and bringing them in using different blend modes, actually you can get decent looking images. But we have to there will be color correction, from motion, stop motion live action footage that we did, bringing it in to match the colors, the lighting, so everything looks kind of seamless, integrate, so they work together. But other than that, that's pretty much how I approached comping everything inside After Effects.